This is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy.
Today, let's discuss 3 things a Spanish-speaking accident victim needs from a Maryland injury attorney. First, when you hire a Maryland injury attorney and you're Spanish-speaking, you must understand that the needs that you have are different, and the case, therefore, needs to be handled differently. First, there are gigantic communications issues from the inception of the case to the end of the case that greatly affect how the case will turn out. For example, at the scene of the accident, if you speak Spanish and don't speak English when you're dealing with the police, you may not be able to convey your version of the accident. As a result, the police may find you at fault. As a result, you may, in fact, not be able to find the witnesses. If you can't find the witnesses, you might not be found at fault, but the police will leave without deciding anybody's at fault. Immediately, that determines the outcome on liability. It affects the entire case. Second, dealing with the doctor. You must deal with the doctor's office that has a Spanish-speaking doctor or a doctor who has a Spanish-speaking assistant. If not, the medical reports don't convey your injuries properly. When that happens, insurance adjusters are left with medical reports that aren't complete. Third, when you're preparing for trial, you must deal with a paralegal with an injury office that has experience but also can work with you so that when you go to trial, you're properly prepared in your language. Second, number 2 thing you need a paralegal who doesn't necessarily just speak Spanish but also has experience. What good does it do if you can speak with that person but they're terrible? It doesn't help you at all, and in fact, same result. You'll have great communication and you'll get a lousy result in the end. The third thing is, what's the attorney's experience not just in the law, but in dealing with the Spanish-speaking community? For example, I recently watched a television ad with an old white attorney trying to speak Spanish to the community. It was terrible. You could tell he didn't really speak Spanish, and you can tell that basically he was doing his best to let people know he knew the word abogado. That's terrible, and that kind of shows right away that this lawyer and lawyers like him don't have experience in dealing with that community. We do. Our office would never let anyone from this office put a commercial on like that. Our Spanish-speaking people are the direct front in dealing with this community, and we know what we're doing.
This is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy.